The new Professional of the Year award is given to someone who has worked in school public relations for less than 2 years. Every single one of this year's nominees had letters from their colleagues or supervisors stating how vital these professionals were during a global pandemic, and the judges strongly agreed. So this year, we are honoring them collectively. In just her second year as Director of Communications for the Meramec Valley R3 School District, Ketina Armstrong transitioned the district website to a new platform, launched the first ever school app for parents and community members, and significantly increased activity on the district's social media accounts. In less than 1 year, Anna Espinoza of the Monett R1 School District has had more significant challenges thrown her way than some communication professionals face in their entire career, including the death of her superintendent. Furthermore, while meeting the demands of COVID-19, Anna did not let her work on Proposition Care falter. As a result, the school district was able to announce in June, after a delayed election due to COVID, the issue passed, and the district was officially under construction. Since Brian Heyman joined the communications team for the Pattonville School District, the district has seen a drastic increase in audience, reach, and engagement on social media. With Brian on board, the PR department has been more strategic about planning, storytelling, and other creative initiatives. Chuck McPherson's work with the Northwest School District has made a big difference on the overall perception of the district, and a positive Lion Nation imprint continues to grow. Chuck manages the district website, all social media accounts, and even goes old school with a quarterly paper publication that accompanies the local community publication. Aurora Meyer, APR, started with Columbia Public Schools in the middle of the pandemic and quickly became a source for ensuring crisis strategic planning documents and publications reflected the latest and most updated COVID information. She created an interactive map for families to use to find the closest grab-and-go food locations. It is one of the most visited features on the district's website. To ensure transparent, consistent communication from the Fox C6 district office to all Fox C6 stakeholders, JP Prezzavento started publishing a Board of Education meeting recap, which includes presentations and other important information. And after reviewing data about the increase in the number of people who are listening to podcasts, JP started a district podcast to better tell student and staff stories. Leigh Reynolds provides elements of creativity, design, and strategic communications to Boonville School District that are beyond many administrators' skill sets. She has immersed herself in projects for the district that were identified as district priorities and has helped Boonville successfully navigate many challenges. Hunter Robinson is the Mehlville School District storyteller and has made a noticeable and positive improvement on the district's social media challenges. As events were canceled in the spring, he took on the task of editing virtual events for YouTube. These virtual events were so well received by the community that he plans to continue offering them even as in-person events begin again. These 8 PR pros' creative, dedicated, and professional approach to school communications and their ability to meet challenges head-on and to rise above them make them very worthy of this year's award.
When you're in a position of responsibility and things like that happen, I mean, it is unimaginable what has happened to our schools and our parents. And I think a lot of that fell right on the shoulders of communications people. And I could talk for a long time about how they've had to be flexible and adjust. They've had to face disappointment after disappointment, mixed message, a lot of challenges for PR people. And to think that someone is in their first or second year dealing with that, it's unimaginable to me. And that's why I'm so proud of these people. It's just, when you read over what they did, it's unimaginable too.
These professionals continually work towards building upon current practices as well as implementing new practices to ensure the highest quality of communication in their districts. They have added a new layer of professionalism that we can all applaud. They seek help and guidance when needed and strive to better themselves in their craft.
Their accomplishment is our pride. All those years that we had to crawl up to the table, all those years we had to sneak in our ideas because it was hard. People didn't know what we did. They didn't want to pay us. They didn't want to recognize us. But suddenly When the unimaginable struck, people rose up, and they were the communications people. And no better example of that is than our new professionals.
Mospra is proud to recognize Ketina, Anna, Brian, Chuck, Aurora, JP, Leanne, and Hunter as this year's New Professionals of the Year.